breaking news, America rocked by people with opinions. Details at 11. So one day I did a video talking about the No Kings protests, and this guy showed up in the comments. And instead of just replying with a wall of text, I thought, nah, let's make this educational. Because apparently someone still thinks that paid protesters are a real thing. So let's unpack his greatest hits. He said the protesters are paid, that's illegal, it's campaign finance fraud, lobbying, indictment, and domestic terrorism. Alright, that's a big list. He basically hit control plus buzzword. First off, there's zero credible evidence anyone at the No Kings protests were paid. I checked. Reuters, AP, BBC, Washington Post, Snopes, Politifact, nothing. The only people who said that were random guys on Reddit and Facebook, which, shocker, is not a court of law. So right away, claim one evaporates. Now, let's pretend, purely for the sake of argument, that someone was paid. Would that be illegal? Nope. Paying people to attend a peaceful, legal protest isn't against the law. The First Amendment doesn't suddenly vanish if you get gas money and a sandwich. To make it a campaign finance violation, the payment would have to come from or be coordinated with a political campaign. You know, actual check, actual campaign, actual coordination, not just a guy on Twitter said it was Soros, which, by the way, is not evidence. It's a drinking game at this point. And as for domestic terrorism, buddy, if walking down a street with a cardboard sign is terrorism, then half of America's holding cells will be filled with PTA moms and people who like free t-shirts. So here's the real story. The No Kings protests were peaceful, legally protected, and most importantly, real. No payroll department, no shadowy billionaire sending out Venmo payments for signs, just citizens doing that very scary, very radical thing called participating in democracy. So maybe next time when someone screams, "Paid protesters!" in your comment section, maybe just ask them to show a pay stub. Until then, I'll keep doing my protests for free, because apparently I'm terrible at monetizing rage.